If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Good morning and welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is from the American Heart Association. Coming up a little later in the show, we're going to find out about how you can take the first step toward a heart-healthy lifestyle by participating in one of the Hampton Roads Heart Walks.
And we're in the kitchen this morning with Chef Bobby Huber from Steinhilber's, the legendary Virginia Beach restaurant for more than 70 years. He's going to share some of the secrets of his delicious dessert, a flourless chocolate cake with roasted pistachios.
All right, plus our face of Fox, Tracy Page, puts on his sunny personality. He puts that aside for this one, though. Coming up, find out if he has what it takes to be part of Busch Gardens Howlow Scream's Scare Squad.
Power outage is a bad word in Hampton Roads, especially after Hurricane Irene. But what if you lost electricity every time there was a slight breeze? Well, that's what's happening to some folks in the Virginia Beach neighborhood. On today's What's Your Problem, Cheryl Tan takes a closer look at why this neighborhood ends up in the dark so often.
Oh, I had no idea. That's a sure sign of an older neighborhood around there, though, when you still see all the power lines and everything above ground, you know, swinging from those telephone poles and
Slightest breeze goes
How
out.
about Tracy next to a coffin? That's kind of eerie.
I know.
That was starting to get spooky.
I know. He's like
Halloween.
a little teddy bear. He's always so happy, and now he's got to try to get his...
Just wait till you see it. He had to bring out his inner scare, and he had to do like a Frankenstein and a werewolf.
Really?
Tracy and Scary don't seem to go together.
They really don't.
But maybe today
It'll
it
go hand in
will.
hand.
He's got range.
We'll see. We'll see.
Range. How are you guys doing?
The heat is on. Good.
You know, I'm still getting used to this whole new gig here, you know.
What are you hearing, though,
Trying
from
to
like your
reverse-
boys and
From
your
my
pals
boys,
around here?
I'm hearing that all of my friends and all of their friends are watching. So, hey, thanks for
Good.
watching. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Lots
Team
of support.
Wrestling.
Lots
Rec
of
Nation.
support.
Rec
Yeah, they
Nation.
said, you know, they're saying more sports, and give it to you. Yesterday I did a radio show with 102.1 The Game. The 757 Club said to give you some grief about the Boston Red Sox. Johnny D said the Yankees are coming for you.
You know what? And until it's mathematically impossible, you've
They're not
got to
out
be
of it.
hopeful. Exactly. I mean,
They're-
everybody loves a comeback story, and the Red Sox never make it simple. I'm glad the Heart Association is here today because it's always like palpitations until the very end of the season. I mean, look at 2004. That's
right.
all
Well,
I'm
they're
saying.
going to be okay, but they're looking at wild card right now. These Yankees are playing better ball.
I know, but when it's hard to look at the Red Sox, just look at the Patriots. Anybody remember Monday night? I do.
500-plus yards by Tom Brady.
I'm just saying.
All right, my buddies say get more sports in. There it was, but we
Speaking
got
of
a little more.
sports, though.
Oh, hot topic sports. All right, how about this? And this is really interesting. Major League Baseball told the New York Mets they could not wear the FDNY hats for the anniversary of 9/11. They just wanted, the Mets were playing at home in front of their crowd, and they wanted to wear it just for that one night. Major League Baseball and Bud Selig said, sorry, but you have to wear MLB hats.
Boo!
Yeah, I know.
Were they able to wear them on the sideline?
No,
not
they
at
had.
all?
Well, I don't know about that, but they couldn't wear them out on the field where it matters the most. But you know, as you saw right there, the NFL said, "Okay, one day we'll let you do it." So everyone in the NFL was wearing the hats. It looked great. It was really cool to see. But the MLB and Bud Selig said, "You know what? We'd rather you not wear it that one time."
Come on, Bud.
You know, in New York, and you know, supporting FDNY and 9/11, it's just a little bit of a surprise. And if you remember, years ago in the Tech tragedy, a lot of the MLB players were wearing Virginia Tech hats, which I thought was really cool to see on the field and show of support. Just one time, just one time, let them wear it. You know, what do you think? Is that just a little too stiff?
There's so much paranoia about like setting a precedent. Well, if we let them do it for this, we'll let them do it for everything. And it's like I don't think there's going to be another occasion that is like September 11th.
One day
Hopefully not. You know, I mean, God willing, we won't have anything else like that. So, and I think even other organizations who would love to see that kind of support would certainly understand if it was just done for, you know, the New York Fire Department in New York.
Yeah, was Major League Baseball being just a little too tough on the Mets?
I think so. It could kind of be like a turnoff too. Maybe for someone who is a diehard MLB fan, just to not even be able to let the players do that would it would rub me the wrong way. Kind of. You know, that the NFL was able to do it.
I love seeing the NFL wearing the hats. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
So buzz in, let us know what you think on that.
Don't be afraid to disagree with us either, just because we all said we don't like
They're like, no, they shouldn't.
Everyone's against Bud Selig. Bud Selig, bad guy.
But our second hot topic is interesting. So Target is, you know, many people shop at Target, me included.
Target.
Yeah, exactly. Target is the fancy way. But apparently this high-end Italian designer clothing line called Missoni has put their line into Target. Now, normally their clothes are hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they had a number of items like a $40 skirt, a $600 patio set. Now, for someone that is a little more on the pricier side, but Target's website completely crashed when people found out that this new designer was coming, and Target was a little bit embarrassed that they couldn't handle, the volume of people coming through. But it just goes to show it's almost like a Black Friday online, and I think even at some Target stores, people were just going mad. People were going to the checkout, and the Missoni items were gone out of their baskets. Like that's how crazy people were going.
Target should have known better. They should have known the demand was there, and if they can't handle it, they needed to figure out how to take care of that. Target made a mistake in that, because if anybody left, upset that they didn't get what they wanted, they made a mistake.
Held Target responsible. And so Target, of course, their website was back up and running by like 11 o'clock that night, but just the fact that they weren't prepared to handle such a rush, it's kind of like, ooh. And two, for Missoni, I'm sure that bumped into their figure of trying to make some sales there. But is there anything that you would just like go full force for, like the Black Friday sales? You just have to get that DVR or DVD or
so both of today's Hot Topics buzz is about fashion statements.
What to wear.
Yeah, fashion statements.
Missoni. I mean, we're going fashion here today, right?
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Hats to clothes.
I'm going to have to look and see who Missoni is. I probably just know their stuff, but I'm not. I'm really not a label girl. From being
we won't label you.
Okay, thank you. I mean, growing up, it was like you're getting your Toughskins jeans and your Winter 2 sneakers at Sears, and you like it.
Call it a day.
I like things that look good, but I don't know. I'm not aware.
The high design.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was all to just drum up even more buzz. I mean, Target's not a little baby store. Come on.
Hey, let us know your thoughts. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter at Hampton Roads HR_show. Hey, I got to get out of here.
You do.
Because someone's going to take my place.
We need to bring in Jeremy Wheeler, meteorologist. Hey, Jeremy.
All right. How we doing?
Good.
Good.
Would you go for some Missoni high-end Italian clothing line?
I've never heard of that, actually. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. I feel a lot better now.
I guess I'm not cool.
Sitting here listening to this Hot Topic thing, and I have no idea who this is. I remember when Isaac Mizrahi started putting his
and he still he does like cool doggy outfits, which is cute. So all right.
So I guess maybe I'll go and check it out and maybe get some new suits or something. I don't know if they have a suit line or something.
You're doing just fine.
We'll check it out. Oh, thanks. Well, thank you. So yeah, we got we had some interesting weather earlier this morning. We had some fog. We had some smoke a little bit. Smelled a little smoky around the area. But now, we're starting to clear that up, and we got some sunshine popping out. We're going to see sunshine for the rest of the afternoon. Things looking pretty good. And get some hot temperatures, or still record highs 93. We're going for 89 today. Ooh. So one last hot day, but then temperatures start coming down a little bit tomorrow, and then Friday. Big change.
Can't wait.
Yeah, look at that. So we're going from 89 today to 85 tomorrow. By the way, Thursday night is when the cold front's going to move through, and I think the winds are going to be pretty gusty. And I'm hoping that folks have their brush and branches and stuff picked up. My neighborhood, I think I still have it today, but I knew the crews were around. But if that's still around, some of that stuff might be blowing.
That's a good point.
Something that cities might want to think about, and start picking things up. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's not an all-day rain, but it's definitely going to be some drizzle and dampness and cloudiness and chilly temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. That's going on Friday through Sunday, maybe into Monday. So that's what we got going on for weather. Big changes on the way, basically. And Maria stays out to sea.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the pop quiz for today. Here it is. TLC cousin. Got degree. Several branches here in what our region is called.
Okay.
So put those together, and you'll come up with the answer. Go online and submit, and we'll give the answer later.
All right. Today's winner will receive a $50 McDonald's gift card.
All right. $50.
That can go a long, long way. All right. Let's go over to the kitchen now. See what Rex up to.
All right, today in the kitchen, we're joined by Chef Bobby Huber from Steinhilber's in Virginia Beach. Throughout today's show, he's going to show us what goes into making a delicious flourless chocolate cake with pistachios. Bobby, is it possible to make a flourless cake?
Absolutely. So this cake is 100% gluten-free for people who have gluten allergies. It's sort of fudgy and brownie-like, and it's been a big, big seller of mine over the years.
Quickly, show me what's in it, and we're going to give them just a quick tease of what we got going on.
So right here we have some chocolate and butter.
Right.
We've got more chocolate. We've got egg whites over here. We've got some pistachios that I'll chop up, some cream for the ganache, some mint, and then I brought a little bit of a bourbon cherry sauce to put on with it.
Add a little color.
Add a little color, add a little zing, get you going for the day.
Well, this is going to get us going, and we're going to check in just a few minutes. We're going to make this baby. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Guys, back to you.
I can already smell the chocolate melting, but most new parents need a little bit of comic relief.
Yeah. NBC delivers that in the brand new comedy. It premieres tonight. It's called Up All Night.
This is the white skin that the white people do to get you to buy more white.
Babe,
All right, coming up a little later, we'll get a sneak peek at this new comedy, find out what stars Will Arnett and Christina Applegate did to prepare for their roles.
But first, Face the Fox Tracy Page taps into his spooky side to see if he has what it takes to be a part of the Scare Squad at Busch Gardens Hallowed Scream.
All right, back now in the kitchen with Chef Bobby Huber from Steinhilber's in Virginia Beach today. He's going to show us what goes into his flourless chocolate cake. Before we get started, here's a list of the ingredients. Go ahead, tell me what's going on.
Well, we got some butter and some chocolate that's melted over a double boiler. Very important when you do chocolate over water or anything. You don't want any water going into your chocolate. You don't want any steam going into it. You don't want it too hot. You don't want it too cold. That sort of thing.
Take care of the chocolate.
Yeah. Water and chocolate is like, I don't know.
Doesn't work, does it? Water and chocolate.
It freezes up, so it's not a very good thing.
Okay.
So, into this chocolate, we're going to put some egg yolks. Now my whip.
Yeah,
Right?
oh, God, I like that. It's kind of like a club. I felt comfortable with that in my hand.
So we're going to put some egg yolks in here,
Now that is colorful.
and
Go ahead, Bobby.
I didn't know you're a comedian.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just thrilled that I'm sitting here talking with somebody at Steiny's.
Oh, good. You grew up there, didn't you?
I grew up in Thalia, and I took my prom date to Steiny's, Thalia Acres Inn. Hey now.
Was that when they first opened in 1939?
Oh, easy. Who's the comedian here, Bobby?
All right, Chris, if you want to grab that sugar over there.
Oh, sugar, sweet.
So we got the egg yolks and the chocolate and butter together.
Right.
And then I have started whipping my egg whites right here.
Whip it real good.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to add, when you make a meringue, we're pretty much making a meringue. So we're going to add sugar slowly.
All right. Are we doing more?
Just steady like that.
Steady like that. Got you covered. I like the tool sound. You're good at this, Bobby.
Yes. You put it all in.
Oh, there you go.
Not all at once. Uh-oh.
Hey, you said stick it all in there, so.
Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're trying to get this nice stiff peaks, but not too dry, okay? And see how we're getting little peaks coming up right now?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
We're all over this.
So, it could be a little stiffer, but we'll make this go, so we can get this done and get it in the oven.
Get it in the oven.
So we're going to put 25% of our egg whites into the chocolate. This
Mix
kind
that
of gets
up.
it incorporated, gets the chocolate used to the egg whites. Very happy together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this mixture, once we get some chocolate incorporated in there, we're going to take this mixture back over to the egg whites.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to put that into the egg whites. And then we're going to fold this together. Now, you know how to fold?
Not food. I
Okay.
fold clothes. Don't tell anybody.
I won't. Anyways, take the spatula,
Yeah.
go from this bottom of the
you're gonna
chocolate.
let me do this,
yeah,
huh?
fold that in.
Okay, I'll fold it together.
Bottom over, just fold it. Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to roughly chop these nice toasted pistachios we have here.
Wouldn't it be funny if I dropped this right now?
That wouldn't be funny.
Oh, okay.
Thank God I brought a stunt cake.
A stunt cake? We
Yeah.
have one in there?
Yeah, I have one right behind you, which that's what you guys are going to be eating.
Oh,
Because
sweet.
this needs time to set up.
So we're crunching up the pistachios right
Uh-huh.
now, and I'm folding.
You're folding. Let me do this for you.
Yeah.
You fold. You're not a good folder.
I'm not.
We're going to put some
Trust me,
pistachios.
if it gets twisted up, it's good.
We put some pistachios in here. And then see how all that egg whites and pistachios come nice together. And what this does is the egg whites provide lift to the cake and structure. So that's why you can get away without using any flour. We're going to take our springform pan. This is a 12-inch. You can use a 10-inch, a 9-inch, whatever you have at home. I put on the instructions, the cooking times will differ and the temperature will differ, the size of your pan. So we're going to take this, put this mixture right into this springform pan. Did you ever lick the bowl when you were a kid?
Lick the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
lick, yeah
go
that's
ahead.
a lot of
Just
licking
lick
right
a little
there.
bit of that.
Lick a little of this.
And we're going to stick
How
this
about
in.
this? Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Stephanie got it. All right, listen.
400 degree oven.
400 degree. How long?
14 minutes.
14 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, in 14 minutes we're gonna come back and check on it, Bobby. All right?
Okay.
Bobby.
Great.
Bobby Huber from
Steinhofer. Yeah, Steinies.
We love it. All right, guys.
All right, well, as you know, Halloween is right around the corner.
Yes, and to get ready for the scariest day of the year, I went up to Busch Gardens to talk Hollow Scream and to get a much-needed lesson in scaring.
All right, so now we're going to get some tips on what it takes to be a part of the Scare Squad here at Busch Gardens.
Yep.
So, what can you tell me about that, Phil?
We look for somebody that's going to be open to, being able to scare and using their whole body and screaming and yelling and just being kind of goofy, but in a scary way that we kind of channel that, But somebody that's open, if like I said, if you like to pretend, this is really the opportunity for you. You have to be 18 years older to audition for Scare Squad, and you have to be available on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays when we run. But we have auditions every Saturday from 5:30 to 7:30, and that goes even after we open. So we're continually looking for people to come out and try to be part of Scare Squad.
And people can come now.
They come
audition.
now, this Saturday. Be
This Saturday.
here. Yes, if you want to audition and be a part of this, be here.
Now, Phil's going to give me a few pointers to see how I can become part of the Scare Squad.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So it's about being big. It's about being able to make, large noises, things that will scare people. So
Yeah.
what would be like your favorite monster?
My favorite monster, right now, probably the people from the student loan department.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if they were going to be a
Scary.
monster at Halloween, who would they be?
I guess like
they
a
be-
Frankenstein type.
You want to be a
of
Frankenstein monster? All right. So
tall, scary people.
show me how you would do your Frankenstein monster. How would that be? No, not laughing. How would you do? Yeah, we don't want to be
Okay.
funny.
All right.
How would you do a werewolf? Again, the laughing. That's not it. That's not good. We need you to be
scary,
scary.
I'm happy.
No. It's okay. You can channel the happy into scary. So make your eyes be so it's go big with the eyes. So try that.
So okay, you ready? All right.
Yep.
I'm in this. All right, getting in the zone.
Big eyes.
All right, here we go. So.
Yeah. There we go. That's good.
That's good.
That's
Okay.
good.
All
Yeah.
right, that's not good.
You got to get some oomph into it. Yeah, some muscle into it. So it's got to be like. Like that.
All right, guys, so you heard it here, what you have to have in order to be on the Scare Squad. So, if you're interested, come this Saturday or any Saturday, you come see Phil, and make sure you have what it takes. As you saw, I kind of have what it takes. So, bring that on down to Busch Gardens, and hopefully you can be part of the Scare Squad.
Wow. Wow. I want to see if that guy will like giggle or sing You Are My Sunshine. I would feel more comfortable if I saw that was in him somewhere deep down inside.
Well, actually, what happened was they didn't show it. He tried to help me out. So he was like, well, okay, you like to laugh, blah, blah. So he tried to be this evil clown, which really didn't work out. So I'm glad that didn't make the cut there, because that would have been as embarrassing as everything else was. I'm not a scary person.
I'm
I'm
going to
sorry.
have to see that now.
Yeah.
We're going to have to dig that up, put it on our website, right?
Yeah.
Could do that. The elves back there can make that happen on our website.
Let's hope not.
So did you get a call back?
Did I get a call back?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately. I guess I'm going to have to look for another side job.
All right, but if folks want to audition, they can go pretty soon, right?
Yes. Hollow Scream starts September 23rd. To find out more information about that, you can go to hallowscream.com. And for anyone interested to audition for Hollow Scream, auditions will be held this Saturday at Busch Gardens. So, go out there.
No words, Tracy. What did you think of Tracy's scare?
He's
Were
a
you
scary
scared?
guy. He says he's not scary, but
Shaking in my boots.
he can scare just about anybody. Does this scare you? Little chocolate?
No, it
from
does
the set?
not.
Look at that.
Hello.
Little chocolate.
I mean, bringing
There
chocolate
we go.
to the bus center. All right.
All right, well, we're going to eat some chocolate and talk
eat some chocolate.
buzz topics. Take it away.
Okay.
You're not supposed to eat chocolate and talk at the same time.
So, first hot topic is actually MLB. The commissioner of the MLB.
The New York Mets wanted to wear the FDNY hats, but Bud Selig and MLB said no, do not wear them.
And it was just for this one game.
Just for one game to honor everybody, and so of course everybody has an opinion. Carol C. says, yes, it does seem like it went too far not allowing them to wear them. It would have to be a good reason as to why not. Well, there's not much of a reason. They just didn't want them to wear it. They didn't want to break
they go
code.
Exactly, went against kind of their uniform
Might be.
code.
I don't think Major League Baseball went too far for not allowing them to wear them. I don't know the reason why they did. I do think they should have been allowed to wear them. They allow other types of tributes. This was an event that changed the world, definitely.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people are definitely ringing in.
Yes, and second hot topic, still talking about fashion. Target decided to carry the high-end Italian designer Missoni. Yes, and once they put their items on their website, Target's website, completely crashed, and they were a little bit embarrassed that they couldn't hold that mass volume of people wanting to buy that. So we were just asking, is there anything out there that you would go like crazy for, or what did you think of that? Louisa Colvin on Facebook says, I can't think of anything that would make me want to participate in the mob situation that occurred at Target. I do agree. Jill Nelson says, the Missoni stuff at Target isn't even that cute. People are label obsessed. Carol C says, not much for standing in long lines unless a Starbucks with a bathroom is very, very close by. And then finally, Kelly says, I like the new line, but I would wait in line for it. They will be there before Christmas, and she says, hint, hint, like wink, wink. So
before Christmas.
maybe
try it
once
again?
the rush goes down, that's when you need to go get it. But I think it's being carried through October, I think, so maybe she
Target
knows
needs to
something
get
we
their act
don't
together
know.
to make sure that they can, you know,
Yeah.
take care and supply the
I
demand.
don't know, but keep sending us your comments on Facebook, and of course you can follow us at HR_show on Twitter.
More chocolate?
Yes, please.
All right.
That was a lot.
Well, it has been decades since the Portlock was a public elementary school, but just because the students are a little older these days, it is still a place to learn and grow. We're going to show you around in this week's postcard from Hampton Roads.
Here's some leftover debris from Hurricane Irene in a neighborhood in Virginia Beach. Folks who live here have some lingering power questions. I'm Cheryl Tan. I talk with Dominion Virginia Power and get some answers coming up.
And don't forget our pop quiz. You can win a $50 gift card to McDonald's. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com, click the pop quiz button at the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show, everyone. Our live audience today is from the American Heart Association and Anthem. They're going to tell us about their upcoming Hampton Roads Heart Walks. I have Matthew Manick from Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield here to tell us a little bit more. Thank you all for being here this morning.
Sure.
Are you having a good time?
This is great. Never been on TV before.
Oh, well, your first time. All right. Well, let's talk about the walk. Tell us a little bit about it, when it's going to be, and who can get involved.
Well, certainly everybody can get involved. The very first walk is September 24th, which is a Saturday at Mount Trashmore, the park. It's pet friendly.
It is.
So everybody can be there.
Okay.
The second one is October 8th, another Saturday, and that's on the peninsula at Newport News City Park.
Okay. And who benefits from these walks?
Oh gosh, our entire community does. It's a great way for the Heart Association and corporate citizens of the area to raise money for the #1 and #3 killer in America, heart disease and stroke.
Do you guys have a goal in mind that you're trying to reach? Or I'm sure every little bit counts, but...
Yeah, certainly every little bit counts. I think $800,000 plus is the goal, and we've achieved that in years past, so we continue to raise the goal from there.
How long have you been involved in the walks?
Oh gosh, Anthem and the Heart Association have been partnered, I think, gosh, at least for 17, 18 years now in the Heart Walks.
And how has it changed over the years?
Well, it's grown. I think people realize that it's not all about raising money, it's about raising awareness and your health. Walking is one of the most easy, sustainable forms of exercise. And so one of the things is just to get people out there to maybe get on that start, just to actually start walking. It's one of the best things they can do.
Absolutely. And, you know, what do you want folks to take away from these walks, whether it be the little ones, the older ones, bring out the pets? You know, when they're done, what do you hope that they walk away with a sense of?
Well, you know, I bring my 10-year-old, and the first event that I brought him, it was kind of like, do I have to? And so now he's actually asking me, hey, when is that heart walk thing again? It really is a great family event. Everybody really can just participate in it. It's so easy, and it really does start people on a healthier lifestyle.
And do you want to encourage folks to wear red? I see you guys have your shirts here.
Yeah, we're sporting the red shirts. Yeah, Mr. Whitesleeve's here. Sorry, I have to go to work this afternoon.
Well, of course, run over the information really quick. We're going to throw that up on our screen when it's going to be.
Saturday, the 24th of September at Mount Trashmore. Registration festivities start at noon. The walk starts at 1.
Okay.
And then October 8th, Newport News City Park. That's actually in the morning. Festivities start at 9 and the walk starts at 10.
All right. Well, we will have all that information on our website. It's a great cause. We want to thank you guys for being here this morning.
Great. Thanks for having us.
All right, cash or credit? You hear that question all the time. Which one should you choose? Straight ahead on the Hampton Road Show, we're talking with the folks from Bayport Credit Union about debit cards and how they can work best for you.
And then we'll check in with Bobby Huber from Steinhilber's to see how his flourless chocolate cake is coming along.
It's a question that you face all the time when you're out there shopping, credit or debit. It comes up at the grocery store, the gas pump, pretty much anywhere that accepts plastic for payment. So why might debit be the best option for you? We're going to put that question to Marilyn Lamb, who's back from Bayport Credit Union. She's the e-commerce manager and can talk to us about, making those smart choices.
Yes.
So why would a debit card maybe be the best option for folks who feel like, well, maybe I should use my credit card or something like that?
Well, first of all, it's a personal choice, but to better understand the debit card, the difference would be that it comes out of your checking account, and a credit card purchase is pulling the money from a credit line.
Yeah.
It's your choice, but ideally it depends on if you have a credit line.
Okay.
But a lot of, you mentioned earlier in our offline discussions that there's rewards programs tied to your credit.
Right.
And your husband prefers that you use the actual credit card versus the debit.
Yes. I made him make a very compelling case for that, though. He's not the boss of me, and he just tell me, I want you to shop this way. But no, I mean, he's a financial advisor, so he said, because I was that person who didn't want to pull out plastic of any kind for a small purchase. I felt silly doing that.
Right. And that was the issue. I think there was a stigma early on. Yeah. Now, when you're at the merchant and you swipe, with a debit, you are asked immediately because your BIN number, the actual card number, is identified. Do you want to route this transaction to your checking account by a signature, or do you want to put a PIN in? A PIN allows it to be immediate withdrawal, just like an ATM transaction at the merchant. Or if you do a signature with your debit card, the authorization takes place immediately and places a hold on your checking account, and then the merchant will settle that transaction and it will hit your account most of the time in 24 hours. Yeah. But the match authorization will drop no longer than 2 days.
But that's not a gamble that I would imagine you would encourage people to take. I mean, if things are that tight, you certainly don't want to be thinking, I'm going to make this debit purchase now and hope my paycheck goes in 24 hours.
It kind of goes with, always know where your balances are.
Yeah.
We have some really great tools with internet banking. You can use internet banking to check your balance. We also allow you to get alerts. You can get an email alert for what your balance is, or you can for your checking account, and you can also get a text alert. We have 2 apps. We have an iPhone app, and we also have an Android app for you to check your balance at any time. But both pieces, credit, debit, are protected with fraud. There's some real great sophisticated networks that compare your today's purchase to the last 180 days. And if it's unusual, it will contact you. Yeah. And it's very important that you keep your information up to date with your financial institution, where we can reach out to you and ask you if this is a transaction. Most of those fraud detection alerts are automated attendance. So if you get the message at home or on your cell phone, don't hesitate calling them back. They're giving you an authorization number. Yeah. So call them back, put the authorization number, verify the last 3 transactions, and won't be any interruption to your purchases from that day forward. But a lot of young adults, I have 2 in my household, they do not have a credit card. They live and breathe on their debit card. Yeah. And they do not ever, very rarely go to the ATM. They'll get cash back at the merchant, meaning they're at Walmart or a convenience store, and they'll make a purchase, they'll put their PIN in and hits their account immediately, but they have an option for cash back. Okay. So it's one less stop for them.
Yeah. And not a big charge, for a fee for taking the cash out ahead of their transaction.
But, we really encourage people to review statements. Yeah. You get a credit card statement, you also get a checking account statement. Review that monthly. Look for unusual activity, report it, look at your fees, compare your relationship with your financial institution to another. It might be an opportunity to shop around and get a checking account elsewhere.
With all those e-commerce tools, though, really, there's no reason to be out there in the world shopping, having no idea what your balance is or what's available for you. If you want to learn more, you can visit www.bayportcu.org, or you can visit one of their branches, 14 of them in Hampton Roads. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Hampton Roads isn't taking electricity for granted, especially since Hurricane Irene knocked out the lights for more than 1 million customers at the height of the storm just a few weeks ago.
Lots of folks were feeling the pain, but one Virginia Beach neighborhood in particular says its power problems go way before Irene, Isabel, or any other named storm. People who live there say their stretch of about a dozen homes loses power anytime the wind blows, and they want some answers. So I went to check it out for today's What's Your Problem?
At the corner house there, during the 16 years I've lived here, and during every significant weather event, our power goes out, and frequently it has nothing to do with the storm. It's because the system itself is not structurally sound.
One of our neighbors has actually had Dominion Power out here several years ago, and they admitted that they have too many homes on the transformer and they need to reconfigure it, but they haven't done so. So every time there is any kind of a storm and the power goes out, when they bring us back up, we have these explosions, and then we're out for days on end.
In this neighborhood along Thalia Road in Virginia Beach, the neighbors here, they've put together a petition, a complaint letter, if you will, and we've called in Dominion Virginia Power's Benita Billingsley Harris to address some of these issues.
Now, you look at this neighborhood, it's absolutely beautiful.
It is.
And one of the reasons it is so beautiful is because of the tall, mature trees. And we did an extensive, detailed look at the outage summary of this community, and the vast majority of the outages are related to the trees.
If this was storm related, or it had something to do with nature taking, I can take those lumps, but this has got to do with Dominion Power not taking care of us. We pay their bill.
This information shows a typical customer in this neighborhood and the outages they've experienced over the last 3 years. And as you will see, the vast majority of them are related to trees and other events like car accidents that Dominion cannot control.
Now, it doesn't even have to be a big tree limb, does it? Like, you're not even talking about the tree falling on the line, you're just like talking about branches and some leaves?
That's right. Well, that's why we have an aggressive tree trimming program. Every 3 years we trim the tree limbs back.
So as far as burying these above ground lines, would that be an issue at all? Is that something that could happen? How much would that cost?
The cost is exorbitant. The SCC ruled that the cost would be too exorbitant to pass on to ratepayers.
Right now, we're trying to guess why something happens over and over and over for 15, 16 years, and we don't get an explanation that makes any sense.
We say we understand your frustration. We know it's frustrating and inconvenient to be without power. So call us when you have a problem. Call us if you notice that there are trees near our lines that could cause a problem ahead of time. If that happens in between our 3-year cycle, we will make it a priority to come out and fix the problem.
You know, there's so many beautiful neighborhoods like the one in Thalia. Yeah. They're tree-lined, they're stately, but then here's the trees and here are the lines. And a lot of times they're intertwined. So you have to call 1-866-DOM-HELP. The number is right there on the bottom of your screen. And according to Benita Harris, she was saying in that Thalia neighborhood, more aggressive measures could be taken. So neighbors really have to want it to happen.
Yeah.
For more trees to be taken down.
Maybe give up a little of the aesthetics, and I'm sure she doesn't want anybody putting a ladder up trying to do it themselves.
Oh, no.
Don't try to trim the trees yourself.
Professional help.
Yeah. Thanks, Cheryl.
All right, we're back in the kitchen today with Bobby Huber from Steinhilber's in Virginia Beach. He's working on a delicious flourless chocolate cake with roasted pistachios. We've got a theme show going on here. We're going from a power outage in Thalia to right at the end of Thalia Road is Steinhilber's.
Steinhilber's right on the water.
Yeah, and you guys, you're never affected by the power outage.
No, and that's, I can say that right now. If you're out of power in Thalia, come to Steinhilber's. We always have power because we have a big generator, and we always have lots of food to serve you.
And you also have awesome desserts like the one you're making right now.
Absolutely. So this is the cake that just came out of the oven. It's still warm. We're going to make a quick chocolate ganache. This is just a little bit of butter and cream. We put it over some chocolate.
Going to melt the chocolate? Is that what it is?
Going to melt the chocolate.
Nice.
And then I would pour this over this cake. It's a little warm. You want it to be room temperature before you put the ganache on there.
Right.
So I'll put this off to the side, and then voila. we have the finished product right here, and that has the chocolate ganache on it, and that's ready to cut. So we'll move this out of the way, and this will stir and melt. I let it sit for a minute, and then it'll come together as a ganache, and it'll be nice and smooth and creamy, and then you pour it on top. You chill it, or let it come to room temperature. I chill it and then bring it out to room temperature before I cut and serve it. You want this dessert to be pretty much close to room temperature.
Right.
Because that's what chocolate is best served at room temperature. Cold is not good. So we unmold it.
Take it out of the pan.
Take it out of the pan.
And I can see the pistachios right in the middle.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And then we're going to just take and slice a little bit.
Wet the knife.
Wet the knife, a little wet, warm knife. So your slices look nice.
Oh my gosh, this looks delicious.
And then same thing, we wet it again.
You can get this any night at Steinhelper's, right?
Any night.
Any
Besides
night
all the other desserts. My passion in life has always been baking and desserts and pastries and breads especially. So that was my first introduction into this business back when I was a little tyke.
There you go, buddy. All right, listen, you keep plating this beautiful slices of chocolate cake up, and I'll just say this, that Steinhelper's is a true locals favorite. It is a hidden gem in Hampton Roads. A lot of people not from around this area don't know about Steiny's. It is an awesome, elegant night of dining in an old, historic home, been around for so long. The food is incredible, especially your signature dish, the fantail shrimp.
The
we have great
shrimp.
parties. We take our kids there, and we say, this is a special night. Steiny's is one of a kind, right, Bobby?
It is. We had some Italian importers for wine yesterday, and we did a big thing with wines and hors d'oeuvres for people in the trade to come and taste these wines. And these Italians were blown away by the restaurant. Blown away.
Blown away, and that's the kind of experience you'll have when you go to Steiny's. Bobby, this looks great. We're going to taste the test in just a few minutes. Hey, if you want to visit Steiny's, just go to Thalia Road and go to Steinys.com. It's a great experience. Thanks, Bobby.
Eat before I on Steiny's.
That's right.
All right, September is Hunger Action Month. You can help fight hunger with even a small monetary donation. For every $1, and you heard this on the show this week, the food bank can provide $6 worth of groceries. Donate online today. Actually, you know what? I did this the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, it's so easy to donate online. Go to www.foodbankonline.org. They'll take you right through it. I'm not trying to get a gold star. Just if it's easy for me to do,
you get a gold star. You get a gold star. You get a gold. Okay, going back into Oprah.
Okay, I see. Look under your chair. All right, some of the creative forces behind 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live are behind a brand new comedy premiering tonight on Wavy TV.
Up All Night stars Christina Applegate and Will Arnett as overwhelmed first-time parents. Here's 10 on Your Side's Mark Barger with a preview in today's Entertainment Express.
God, I need a drink so badly. I haven't had a drink before I was pregnant.
Adjusting to life after a baby is the challenge for life of the party couple Reagan and Chris Brinkley in NBC's new comedy, Up All Night.
And it's a happy, good thing to have this baby come in their life, because I think that if they had probably continued on the way that they were going, it would have been ugly and unattractive.
That's not to say, babe, you know what, let's not overdo it, huh? There won't be some lapses to the pre-baby days.
You know who's not hungover? That baby! Diapers don't make sense when you're feeling like that. They just don't.
See, this is the white game that the white people do to get you to buy more wipes.
You're just always trying to figure it out as you go, and there's some things that take longer than others.
Will Arnett and Christina Applegate can apply real-life experience to their roles. They each became first-time parents in the past couple of years.
I can tell you anything, but you're not going to get it until you're in it. And that's certainly the truth. Once you get into it, it's just like, man, it's crash course.
What's been the biggest surprise for you as a new mom?
Just kind of how I don't care about doing anything but hanging out with her. And I'm fine with that.
But on the series, Maya Rudolph serves as a temptation of sorts.
This one's chilled, y'all.
She plays Applegate's child-free and carefree boss and buddy.
She gets to go out, she doesn't have to answer to anybody, and she's not wiping anybody's butt.
The new parents have dibs on that.
We are trying to help you.
We're on your side. Mark Barger, NBC News.
Oh my gosh,
what I want to see.
True.
That looks good.
All right, America's Got Talent's Nick Cannon is also co-starring in Up All Night. I didn't know that. It debuts after America's Got Talent tonight at 10 Eastern. It'll be followed by the premiere of another comedy, Free Agent, starring Hank Azaria and Katherine Hahn. Then stick around for all your news and Super Doppler 10 forecast on Wavy News 10 at 11. All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roadshow, the Portlock in Chesapeake has a rich history of learning and growing, so we stopped by to learn a little something in today's postcard from Hampton Roads. Buzz, sharing your comments on our hot topics this morning. We've got a couple about the Mets and Bud Selig's decision not to let them wear the FDNY
We
hats
just
for
want to support the people, the first responders. Just one game, and Bud says no. And of course, you have some thoughts on that.
What's with that guy? You can call him. Do you call him?
You want to talk to Bud? Yeah. I'll talk to Bud. I'll see what I can do. Jill says, should have let them wear them for one game. Wow. Why would this even have been given a second thought? New York needed to have done something to honor the first responders. And Roxanne says, I feel they should have let them wear them. I am a Cowboy fan, and I saw hats being worn at their game. It's the principle of the situation and not always about money. Shame on the Mets owner. Well, it's not the Mets owner. The Mets wanted to wear it. It was shame on Bud Selig. The NFL was allowed to wear it, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not about money. I think it's Bud and principle.
Just a little paranoia maybe about setting some kind of,
Yeah, but I think they were allowed to wear a hat that had an American flag on the side, so I'm hiding, but they wanted to do a little bit more.
Something special for just specifically for the firefighters.
Yes. More fashion news.
Yes, more about what not to wear or what to wear if you can get your hands on it. Elizabeth, we were talking about how
Mazzoni at Target.
Yeah, Mazzoni at Target. So many people were interested in buying it. It crashed the Target website. I have a little conspiracy theory that it's all to drum up hype before the holidays. But anyway, Elizabeth said the only thing she's ever stood in line all night for on a cold February night was a great dorm apartment in college. She said waiting for designer clothes seems a little excessive, but everybody has their own priorities. And Mike says nothing gets me more excited than a new product that comes out that everybody wants. Well, maybe watching grass grow or paint dry. You will come to learn that.
Yeah.
Mike gives us our daily.
I'm with you.
2 scoops of sarcasm in the buzz, and we love it around here. So yeah, I don't know. Anything that you would have to have?
Just Steiny shrimp.
Steiny shrimp.
Steiny shrimp. That's about it.
Fair enough. Hey, you may know, you're local, so you've probably heard of this place, the Port Lock in South Norfolk. It has changed names and changed hands a few times over its long history, but never its mission to be a place where members of a vibrant Chesapeake community can learn and grow. Here's today's postcard from Hampton Roads.
Well, it's been a public school and an art gallery, and now the Port Lock at South Norfolk is a great community center with lots of programs going on that a lot of people don't know about. We're hoping to change that today with the help of Karen Christie from Chesapeake Parks and Recreation, and this is just a cool building to walk around and see what it is now, but everywhere you look there are reminders of what it used to be.
You're absolutely right. It's got amazing history in this area. The homesteaders of the Port Lock section here would tell you that very definitely. This is a 1908 4-room schoolhouse, the Port Lock number 5. We have patrons that will come in and visit us routinely that used to attend school here. And now, under the direction of the Parks and Recreation Department, we conduct our senior citizen and therapeutic rec activities here.
Yeah.
So it's quite a hub for a lot of things. This is a very talented group of gentlemen wood carvers from our Port Lock Senior Center, which is right on our side street here on Freeman Avenue. And a lot of these gentlemen are veterans. They are former shop teachers from the local area, and they do this beautiful work.
Wow.
So we really love to showcase that. Anytime our seniors like to show off what they do, we're ready to let them do it.
Yeah. You also make use of a little annex next door that used to be with the fire station?
Yeah, that was a fire annex where the ladder trucks were parked, so it's a long rectangular building. It's divided in half, so we have kind of 2 studios. So we love citizens to come out. Whatever you feel your talent level is, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And we also run our recreation therapy programs from there, many of them. So we have a bi-weekly Monday night crew club, and that is for Chesapeake Recreation Education. And that's a group of adults 18 and over with all ability levels. We do interactive games, arts and crafts, and then on the second Monday night of the month, they do a community outing.
Wow.
So, like I said, people are coming, going all the time, and it's a real hub for activity.
Well, it sounds like even though it's been a long, long time since this building was a schoolhouse, still plenty to learn.
Absolutely. We put programs in our Parks and Rec Leisure Guide directly based on citizen feedback many times. And we have very enterprising staff, so you may think it's a kooky subject that you're interested in, but we will find an instructor and really turn over all the rocks in the city to find find those instructors and make the classes happen. It's a wonderful space here for almost anything. On Tuesday mornings, we have a senior yoga group, the yogis as they're called, and they exercise right in these activity rooms, right on this beautiful hardwood floor on their mats. And so, yeah, we're just incorporating anything and everything that is asked of us.
That's great. All right, so bring yourself and bring your ideas, kooky or not, down to the Port Lock at South Norfolk and tell them the Hampton Roadshow sent you.
And you know, it's a huge space. It was a 4-room school, so there's 4 big kind of quadrants to the building, and they'll let you have functions and stuff in there. So it's a really neat resource. It makes you want to like hurry up and grow old. It's just a big student yoga. They have such great, but not only for programs for seniors, but also for folks with varying levels of ability. They do a lot of special programs over there too. So the leisure guide comes out twice a year. So the fall winter one should be coming out really, really soon, and it's just packed with all the programs they do for like low or no cost. It's incredible.
Very nice.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much to Karen Christie in the Parks and Rec Department once again, Chesapeake.
All right. Very good.
Hello, Jeremy Wheeler. I'm sorry. I should have said hello, Jeremy Wheeler.
No, that's all right. No, that's all right.
Hello,
That's all right. It
Jeremy.
was an interesting story there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, good job. What we're going to talk about now is the pop quiz, which the 4 clues are right up there for you. So if you missed it earlier, here they are. TLC cousin, got degree, several branches here, and what our region is called.
Okay. All right. I've got it.
You know what the region's called,
Yes.
right? What's it called?
Well, some people call it Tidewater.
Well, yeah, they do. Some people call it
I don't know about that first clue. I was really thinking, like, who's Lisa Lopez related to?
When you
Who's
say
T-Boz related to?
TCC, it's, TCC. A lot of people just call it TCC, so
Yeah.
I put
What's
TLC.
TLC cousin?
What
That's what I was thinking of, like the group TLC.
I was too.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to throw you guys off a little bit because.
And I'm thinking, there's no way Wheeler knows that.
Yeah,
we got the answer online, and we'll have the winner online, and also how to get your prize online.
Oh yeah, $50 McDonald's gift card. Yep. Okay, but we're going to our own little Steinies right in our studio in just a little bit. Try that chocolate cake thing with us.
Yummy.
All right.
Hey, thanks to Bobby Hewer and Steinhilders for this wonderful dessert. It is delicious,
Very
Bobby.
good. And of course, want to thank our audience, American Heart Association of Anthem. We'll have all the information about their upcoming walks and how you can participate.
All right, we're going to be back tomorrow. Until then, you can log on to thehamptonroadshow.com. That's where we'll put the recipe for this flourless chocolate cake. Or if you decide, I want Bobby to make it for me, we'll tell you all the details about where you can find Steinhilder's restaurant.
We say we eat this and then we go for a nice long park walk.
There you go.
Let's do it together.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us. Be back here tomorrow.